Hi there, Pardeep. So we've got some new essays from you. Well done. Let's get right into your essay, see what you had to say. It's about the internet. Is it positive or is it negative? Okay. Experts throughout both the developed and developing world have widely debated whether the advent of technology has bestowed us numerous facilities to make our life more convenient, or it has disjointed people largely from each other and made them addicted to this revolution. I am a strong advocate of considering this as a beneficial advancement, and both benefits and downsides of it will be covered in this essay. Okay, on the whole, it's fine. It's nice, actually. However, there is one problem, and I feel like in your attempt to use advanced vocabulary, you're kind of overdoing it, and what comes out is something not as natural as you want. I'm referring to this expression right here, has bestowed us numerous facilities. It's just not something that really a native speaker would say for sure. So sometimes it's better to use a simpler vocabulary word that just makes the meaning come across more easily, rather than, the reader thinking like, this doesn't sound quite right. Okay? But other than that, it's fine. All right, moving on. There is ample evidence that the internet has offered a considerable number of facilities to expand business globally, not the business. You're not referring to one specific business. To interact with family residing abroad without in, and to buy necessary objects online from around the globe. Okay. To exemplify, recent empirical research by Facebook demonstrated that here you did need the a huge ratio of people utilizes this platform to order electronics, sports equipment, and even clothes, possibly because of the services offered by various entrepreneurs. Moreover, this should have put a stop here, right here, period. Moreover, students and workers staying in foreign countries, IES, connect with their loved ones using video and audio calling features provided by the internet. Therefore, it is conclusively clear that this invention has contributed extensively to fulfilling, okay? Because here it's not a full infinitive. Here it's actually acting like a preposition, which means that you have to use an ing after preposition. So, contributed extensively to fulfilling the needs of people in a more simplified and fast manner. Okay, so in a more simplified and faster is what you wanted here. Fine. Okay, although there is a myriad of arguments associated. Now, you could have written two things. You could have said a myriad of arguments, or you could have said, although there are myriad arguments. Both are considered correct, but this is not, okay? So you needed either to add the a here, there is a myriad of arguments, or change it a little bit and say there are myriad arguments. Okay. Associated with this advancement, where one of them is the addiction to this technology in young adults. Okay, again, a little awkward in your phrasing here, in your syntax. Let's see if we can change it around. Again, from the beginning. Although there is a myriad of arguments associated with this advancement, where okay, no, you can't do that either. One more time. Although there is... No, you know what? You didn't even need an although here. Let's try it differently. There is a myriad of arguments associated with this advancement, where one of them is the addiction of young adults to this technology. That's how I would have done it, okay? The central reason behind this is that most of the youngsters in today's world are attracted towards the brilliant features of the internet, where they can interact with anyone online, play games, show off their lives by uploading photos and videos on social media. This is borne out by a study completed at the University of Melbourne, which demonstrated that more than 70% of the families have social issues not by spending quality time with their families, and always this is the wrong form here. Always being engaged on the internet, even at dinner, at a dinner table. Okay, usually we say the dinner table here. Consequently, it is possible to state beyond the fact. I think you mean beyond a doubt. I think that's more accurate here. It is possible to state beyond a doubt that that as the technology marches down, the dependency of youth on it increases, which hinders them from getting involved with the world around them. Okay, fine. To conclude, I strongly agree that the importance of the internet is invaluable for people, not the people, because we don't know which specific people you're talking about. Nevertheless, some negative implications are there, which must be handled by restricting the use of this internet only for work or study-related needs. In future, the use of the internet is undoubtedly expected to be increased among people. Again, no the for the same reason I mentioned before. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about this. Your conclusion here. I would have liked this sentence to be reversed. So here's what I mean. I mean that you should have changed it like this. To conclude, while some negative implications exist with the internet or something like that, on the whole, I strongly believe that it is invaluable for people. Okay, so you start off with the side that you're not so keen on, and then you say, however, I believe this. Okay, it gives it a little more weight. Now, along the same lines, I want you to reverse your paragraphs, because again, first we talk about the side that we don't agree with, and then we talk about the side that we do agree with. We always talk about that second, closer to the introduction, so that we give it more weight. Okay, alrighty, so moving on. On the whole, it was a nice essay. It was cohesive. It had all the nice features that it needed. The structure, like I said, was wrong, as well as this conclusion for the same reason. Okay. And I mentioned there were a couple of areas that just needed a little rewording. So moving along, we've got your formal complaint. It's the restaurant. Let's see what you had to say about that. Okay. Dear Sir, Madam, I am writing this letter to communicate about the awful experience I had after having dinner at your restaurant with a couple of my friends last Sunday. Fine. We ordered buttered chicken and garlic naan along with some sparkling wine. The food was not properly cooked, because of which I had, well, let's see. You know what? Why don't you say, instead of I had the nauseating feeling, you could have said I experienced nausea. That would have been good. Okay? Or I felt nauseated. That also would have been good. Okay. My head was feeling heavy, which I thought was the effect of the wine. I informed the staff about this problem, but I was told that it is the usual way they prepare these dishes. Later in the night, I had severe stomachache and vomited the whole night. In the morning, when I was rushed to the hospital, the doctor diagnosed me with food poisoning, and I was on sick leave for 3 days. Due to this inconvenience, I would like you to look into this matter seriously and examine the chef's cooking methods. Moreover, I demand a sincere apology and a full refund of the bill amount from your side. In case you fail to provide this, I will be forced to appeal in consumer court. Let's see, how did you end it? Yours faithfully, Pardeep. Okay, lovely. You can see I changed very little. Again, it was just some of the syntax stuff happening. But really, it was nice. I liked it. You had a nice tone, a nice register. You developed it quite well. So no problems at all. Well done, Pardeep, okay? So now, of course, you need to correct these essays. You need to add the errors to your error correction list. Send them back to us with your next essays. So I will leave you to that task now. I'll be waiting for your next essays, and good luck writing.